There has been a surprising result in Soulbound Studios' class action lawsuit. Soulbound Studios are the creators of one of the most controversial games being developed in recent times, Chronicles of Elyria. Chronicles of Elyria began with a Kickstarter campaign which raised $1.3 million from over 10,000 backers. Since then, they raised a further $7 million over 3 years from November 2016 up to March 2020. This led to a class action lawsuit which began in August 2020 because backers felt there was wrongdoing on the studio's behalf. Since then, the founder and CEO of Soulbound Studios, Jeremy Walsh, who goes by his online alias of Caspian, has been giving quarterly updates to Chronicles of Elyria, where he shares how the game development has progressed in the last quarter. In this Quarter 3 2022 update, Caspian shared the outcome of that 2-year-long class action lawsuit. Last week, the United States District Court of the Western District of Washington dismissed the class action lawsuit, which was filed against Soulbound Studios as a matter of law. The lawsuit began in August 2020 and went through 2 different federal courts in 2 different states, first in California and then Washington State. Caspian says the lawsuit comes as a victory to both all those who have or will be using crowdfunding as a source of seed funding for innovative projects, as well, and most importantly, the backers of Chronicles of Elyria. Caspian writes, crowdfunding originally began as an alternative method of raising money in an otherwise tightly regulated investment market. It began as a way to kickstart innovation. He goes on, crowdfunding to encourage innovation. Companies need to feel secure in the use of the funds they've received. If failure or even just delays means they'll have to repay the money, then the obvious question, how do you repay money you no longer have, quickly negates one of the key benefits of crowdfunding. Fortunately, the court's decision last week sends the message with proper contracts in place and clear communication. Companies can feel secure innovating through crowdfunding and using the funds toward their intended purposes. Caspian goes on to say how relieved he is about this and that he would be able to shift his focus onto the development of Kingdoms of Elyria, which is an alpha minimal viable product to test out game systems in Chronicles of Elyria before importing those game systems onto the final version. He also says that he has been utilizing his skills as a software engineer outside of the game industry to generate residual income for himself and consequently the studio. I will be keeping up to date with Chronicles of Elyria, so if you would like to stay updated as well, please subscribe for that next Chronicles of Elyria update. I'll leave the link of the blog post there in the description below.